Hello everyone, my name is Kathryn Watkins and I travel today from Wales in the United Kingdom. I come from an organisation called Public Child Protection Wales, which I helped found in 2020, and I am the lead researcher. So we've heard a lot today from the other people who are here about the monstrosities that are being put onto our children. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the success that we've had in Wales since we found out about it. So we found out about this education in 2017. All 4 UK governments signed up at that point, and we decided to take action and do something about it. So we tried the diplomatic process. We did a petition to our government, which they messed about with. Basically, we put 9 links in to prove this education and where it had come from, the World Health Organization and UNESCO, and other links within it. They decided to change our links and put a pro-abortion website link in there, which had nothing to do with us, obviously. They also said if you don't get 5,000 signatures by Monday, it goes up to 10,000 signatures. We did get the 5,000 signatures, so they did have to debate it in our government. Now, the lady who was in charge of this at the time, our education minister, she stood and she was passionate and she said, "They need us, the children need us, and it's on my responsibility and we will be there." And then she left her position as soon as she agreed to sign it in. Then we tried the judicial process. So we had no money, but we managed to fundraise £100,000 in the end after the government threatened to come and take our assets. We had 5 claimants to go in and argue the parental right part of it, because in Wales it was mandatory from age 3 to 16 with no parental opt-out. So when we went in, that was a 2-day court case. The government won and successfully argued, and this is very important for people to realise, that we don't have parental rights. We have parental responsibility. If we did have parental rights, they were minuscule. However, we did manage to produce case law, which we've used as a country to be able to take people out of these exemptions within there, to take people away when they said you couldn't do it initially. So we've been through an education tribunal. We've managed to get, I think she's the only parent in the country that is court ordered to see the resources before they're actually taught. And from that, the mother has actually safeguarded whole classes of children by going in pre-teaching and actually they've agreed to remove them. So but we lost the judicial process. So what we decided to do then as an organisation was to basically help people help themselves. So empower parents, advocacy, rights and representation to help each other. And luckily in Wales, we're a small country. You can get up and down, north to south, east to west in a day easily. So we've got 22 local authorities. It's minuscule compared to, you could probably fit Wales 1,000,000 times over in one state of America. But we've got everybody active in each of those local authorities. And because of this, off the back of this, last year, in my area, where I live in Wales, home education increased 200% in 1 year. And that's reflective around the country too. So that's the good news. The bad news is finding out about where this education actually came from. And obviously people here today have spoken about Alfred Kinsey and John Money and how horrific this actually is. Just to reiterate as well, back in the 1995, I believe it was, a wonderful woman whose colleagues are actually here today, they've spoken, a wonderful woman called Dr. Judith Reisman. She battled this industry. She battled Kinsey's false data and the pornography industry for 4 decades before she died. And there was a bill in 1995, HR 2749, I believe, that it did start, nothing came of it. But yesterday, I wasn't here, unfortunately. My flight was delayed, but all these wonderful people went in and handed to revive this bill that basically said an investigation needed to happen into Kinsey's false data. And if it was true that it was based on child sexual abuse, then they needed to remove it from all educational places. That's universities, colleges and schools. Nothing happened. So they revived this bill yesterday. They took it in to legislators in Washington and they've given all the information over. So hopefully something will come from that. As the lead researcher for Public Child Protection Wales, my role is to research the so-called sexual liberation movement, sexual revolution in the pornography industry, which was how I came across Alfred Kinsey and his work. And I have to say now, it's the root cause of everything. This was 80 years ago, but this is drip-fed. Alfred Kinsey's work infects absolutely every part of society, education, law, everywhere. It's changed the law over the years as well. And that is why it's really important for people to understand where this came from. Horrifying as it is, burying the heads in sand doesn't work. We need to know where this came from so we can tear it out at the root and everything else collapses. And I just want to say it's an honor to be here today with all you wonderful people from across the world doing the same thing and really pushing forward for the most innocent of all, our children, the most vulnerable of all. And I stand here outside this organization, the World Health Organization and the United Nations, and we say we are not going anywhere. These are God's children and they are protected, and there's no way that you're going to carry on sexualizing them. We're going nowhere. Thank you.